last lesson, we learned how to multiply a monomial times a binomial or a polynomial. Now we're going to do binomials times binomials. So these are really cool. And we're going to use a new method called FOIL. And I'm also going to use an array model so you can pick the one that works best for you. FOIL is pretty traditional. It's what most math teachers in algebra use, but I also think array models work really well. And our second criteria for success is just to make sure you're combining like terms and then putting your final answer in standard form. Okay? All right, so let's look at the first one. And I'm going to show this in two different ways. I'm going to show you FOIL first. And FOIL is just a way of remembering what terms you're going to multiply together. So it stands for the first terms, the outer terms, the inner terms, and the last terms. That's what it means. So looking at our example over here, what are our first terms? We have an x and we have another x. So we just have x times x, which gives us x squared. All right, what are our outer terms? It just means which are the terms that are all the way on the outside. These are your outer terms. So in this case, I have x times -6, which just gives me -6x. And now we'll go for the inner ones. These are the ones that are just on the inside of my multiplication. So I have +5 times x, or 5x. And then you can figure out what last means, the two terms that are at the end. So it'll be these and these, or 5 times -6, which gives me -30. Okay, so we have all these together, so let's look at what we have. When I put them all as a polynomial, I have x squared minus 6x plus 5x minus 30. Scan, and you're going to find two like terms, and they're going to be in the middle. So we're going to combine these. -6 plus 5 is -1. So I end up with x squared minus 1x minus 30. And there's your final answer. All right, I'll show you another way. So FOIL, great acronym, makes a lot of sense. You're going to hear it a lot, especially in Algebra 1 and 2. But I'll show you another way, which is an array model that I actually like a lot, and I've been able to use this with middle schoolers. So I'm going to just draw a 2x2 square. I can draw a better square than that, or a rectangle. There you go. And I'm going to put the terms on the outer parts of the box. So here's x plus 5. And here's x minus 6. And all I'm going to do on the inside in here is I'm going to multiply the two terms that are on the outer parts. Okay, so x times x is x squared. Here I'm doing x times 5. It's just 5x. Here I'm doing -6 times x, or -6x. And the last one is -6 times 5 is just -30. And you're going to notice, so those are your four terms. These are the exact same numbers you saw here. You're doing the same thing. You're still multiplying. It just has a different representation, different form. All right, so now you're just going to look in there and you're going to see your common. These are the ones we can combine. They're like terms, so I can combine them together. So -6 plus 5 is -1, so -1x minus 30. And that's it. I think I spent more time explaining it than doing it. That's the funny thing about this. All right, so hit pause and jot this down. And we're going to try another one together. All right, let's go to this next one. We have x minus 2 squared. In other words, we have x minus 2 times x minus 2. And I'm going to do the same thing using FOIL and an array. And put into your notes the one that makes the most sense to you. Okay, FOIL. Remember, you're going first, outer, inner, last. Okay, so my first term's x times x is x squared. Outside, x times -2 is -2x. Inside, -2 times x is still -2x. And the last numbers, -4 times -4 is +4. All right, so that gives us x squared minus 2x minus 2x plus 4. Remember, in the middle, you're going to see your like terms, so you're just going to add them together. -2 minus 2 is just -4x plus 4. So I did move faster through there, so if you need to rewind and rewatch, you can see where I got the numbers, what are my first terms, my outers, my inners, and my last. And let's try with an array. And I'm doing the same thing. X minus 2x minus 2. All right, x times x is x squared. X times -2 is -2x. -2 times x is -2x. And -2 times -2 is +4. You'll see your like terms. So we'll again combine them. And that is -4x plus 4. Hit pause and jot this down into your notes. Okay, for this last set, I'm going to use FOIL. If you really like using the array method, you can, but remember, if your work asks to also show in FOIL, then you also have to do this in FOIL. So to demonstrate, you know how to do it. So just watch to see, are they asking specifically for FOIL? This one is, so I'm just going to FOIL. Okay, so I'm starting with our first numbers. X times x is x squared. X times -3 is -3x. My insides, 4 times x. And my last numbers, 4 times -3 is -12. So this gives me x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 12. You're seeing the pattern, hopefully, that the ones in the middle are our like terms. So -3 plus 4 is +1x minus 12. And let's do the very last one. You can see how the more we do it, the faster we go. So our first numbers are 2n times n, or 2n cubed. Outside, 2n times 3 is 6n. Inside, 6 times n, or 6n. And my last numbers, my last set of terms, 6 times 3 is 18. So I have 2n cubed plus 6n plus 6n plus 18. You're already seeing our like terms. And so our final answer is 2n cubed plus 12n plus 18. And that's it for today, Math Marbles. We've gone through all the different steps. Remember, if they're asking for a specific strategy, please show it. Here they wanted FOIL, so I gave them FOIL. If you also want to use an array method to check your work, you can. Okay, here are our last two. Again, we're going to go super fast. They are asking for FOIL. So here's FOIL. Hit pause if you want to do this first, and then see if you get the same answer I do. I'm going to expand this out to 2p minus 3 times 2p minus 3 so I can see our terms. All right, our first terms are 2p and 2p, so that is 4p squared. 2p times 3 is -6p. Inside, -3 times 2p is -6p. And our ends, -3 times -3 is +9p. 9. So 4p squared minus 6p minus 6p plus 9. You can see our like terms. So add them together, and here's your final answer. See if your answer matched mine. If not, look to see where they may be different. And let's do our last one. Here are our terms again. I'm writing FOIL. We have our terms. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. My outside numbers, negative 10x. My insides, positive 10x. My last numbers, negative 25. So check to see if you have those same terms. All right, so I have 4x squared minus 10x plus 10x minus 25. Let's give ourselves a little bit more room. 4x squared minus 10x plus 10x minus 25. You can see your like terms, and notice they cancel each other out. They're opposites. So there's nothing in the middle, just minus 25. All right, and that's it. Check to see that you had the same terms or multiplying the same products, and check to see that you also combined the correct like terms. That's part of your criteria for success, and that your final answer is in standard form. That's it for today's lesson, Math Marvels. I'll see you in the next one. Be well.